Okay, so today we're going to show you how to work out your net pay or your take-home pay after deductions for tax and national insurance. This is for the tax year 2014-15. So if we assume that your annual salary, your gross salary, is 18,000. Okay, the first thing you need to do is work out your income tax that's due. So on that amount, what everyone has, if as a basic rate taxpayer, you will basically have £10,000 of your total annual earnings that won't be taxed. So what you do is you take off the 10,000 from this figure, which leaves you with 8,000. Now, what you then do is on that £8,000 you'll pay 20% tax. So on a calculator, you would just multiply that by 0.2 and that would give you £1,600. Okay, now we'll hold that for a second and come back to your 18,000. And what you then want to do is we need to minus the 7,956 because that's the threshold below which you don't pay national insurance. So once you get the 18,000 and you take off that figure, you're left with a figure of 10,044. Now what you'll do is you'll multiply this if you're using a calculator by 0.12 because at this rate it's charged 12%. Now that'll come out at a figure of 1205.28. Now incidentally, your £10,000 here, which is your annual personal tax-free allowance, works out at £833 a month or about £192 a week. And your 7,956 national insurance, which is your annual figure, works out at about 153 a week or 663 a month. So those are the thresholds below which you don't pay. So what we can do now is if we take the 1,600 for income tax and the 1205.28, if we add those together and take them off the £18,000, it leaves us with an annual net salary of 15,914.72 roughly, and that's your annual take home, your net pay. Now what we can also do, that by the way works out at about £1,266 a month or £292 a week. And essentially that's how you work out what your net pay is due to be. Whatever this figure may be, whatever your salary is, you follow these calculations for income tax and national insurance and you'll be able to work out your take home. Now there are other videos that you can visit if you have a higher income. So for example, if you're a 40% taxpayer, so you can also go into those videos. Or at the end of this video you can click on a link and we'll show you how to also add on if you have any cost for a student loan repayment. Now for those of you with a student loan repayment, what you also do is you once again take your £18,000 and in this case we're taking off 16,910 because that's the threshold. Now the 16,910, when it comes off the 18,000, you essentially will be left with 1,090. When you put this into a calculator, what you're doing is you're multiplying this by 0.09 because 0.09 is the 9% is what you'll pay for your student loan. So your student loan repayment there will work out at £98.10. That's all. As I say, the threshold for the student loan repayment is pretty high, and if you take this off your our previous figure, our previous net salary, then that leaves you with £15,816.62 per annum, and that's tax, national insurance, and student loan. And as I mentioned, if you're on a higher income rate, there's other videos you might want to check out that we have.